Hello everyone, welcome back. Episode 8, he's Glasgow, she's London, our fun little podcast. We're back.
Yay!
Yay! As always, you can follow us on socials, send us a message, that sort of thing if you wish. We're across the board on X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as well. That's technically a social, but it's not really a social, it's somewhere in between. But you can follow us there, but they've all got different handles. But there's a handy, neat little link in the description wherever you're watching this, and it's got all of our important links in there. So feel free to give us a follow, send us a message, we'd love to hear from you. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Bye everyone.
That's us done.
But no, welcome back. How are you, love? It's lovely to chat here with you again.
Oh, it's lovely to chat to you again. Yeah. It's been so long since I chatted to you.
Yeah, we've not spoke to each other in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, well, 2 weeks and 1 day.
To keep it all for the podcast.
There was something I told you the other day that I kind of wish I kept for the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's fine. But yeah, are you well? Are you happy to be here?
I'm well. I'm always happy to be here with you, my love. How are you?
I'm well and happy to be here as well.
Good.
Thanks for asking. Little update on listeners' locations, shall we? Now, I had one in mind.
Drum roll, please.
I had one in mind. Like, I always check the analytics and things pretty much daily. And I thought, right, we don't have a new country, but we've got a new location within a country, similar to when we done the US. Check there, brand new country on the list.
Oh.
Do you want to have...
As in literally just now?
Well, I don't know when it happened, but I've checked just now before we started. Brand new
exciting.
country, and a country that I wouldn't have expected, to be honest. Do you want to have 2 guesses? And I'll tell you.
Okay. Am I getting an area of any narrowing down at all?
It's in the eastern part of the world.
Thailand.
No.
Japan.
No. Your 2 guesses are up, sorry.
Okay.
You'll never know.
Oh, come on, tell us.
Singapore.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And do you know what's fun? We have had 8 listens from Singapore, which is 1 listen of each of our podcasts.
Oh.
And it is, because I went back, I thought, oh, maybe it's 8 different people or 8 different locations, but no, it's 1 listen per podcast.
Oh.
So shout out to you, Singaporean person.
Thanks, Singaporean person.
We really appreciate you. Hope you're well. Thanks for listening.
Glad you listened to all of them.
Yeah, so that's very exciting, which I think is quite nice. And just like that, our baby is crying. But she's fine. We're all good.
We're back in the room.
There was a dramatic pause there. Not for you listeners, but there was a dramatic pause for us there. And we're back. Got one other little bit to tell you about the podcast, which is quite fun. So if you remember, if you cast your mind back 2 weeks, I said that we were just shy of 150 listens.
I remember.
We're now at 181.
Woohoo!
Which isn't a lot to your Joe Rogans of the world and things, but I think that's quite a nice.
But every
thing.
listen means the world to us.
It really does, which is nice. Between that time and now, 31 listens have happened. Or more than that.
That's cool.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Our voices have been heard 31 times in the world.
Thank you, guys.
At least, which is nice. So yeah, thank you everyone. Really appreciate that. And yeah, it's quite exciting, all this podcast stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, which I thought was quite nice.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Shall we move on to our coveted section, our Glasgow London trivia?
Our coveted section.
I would argue it's coveted.
Can I just do a throwback to the last one?
Oh, sorry, yes you can, my apologies.
So obviously in the last episode we played a game that didn't go so well. I just wanted to apologise for not getting as involved in the game.
Why?
Because I feel like I didn't realise I was playing the game. So then when you were like, okay, go on, say something, I was like, I don't know what's happening, blah, blah, blah. But now I understand the game better. I now want to win the game. So going back.
Are we playing it now?
I'm just putting my thing in and you're going to tell me that I've won because it is the best.
Right.
So for the worst blended meals.
All right, okay, here we go. Yeah.
The worst blended meal, which I thought of a few hours after we recorded the last podcast, but waited till now to tell you, is obviously mussels. You know when you have like moule frite, as you say in France, which is like a bowl of mussels.
Right.
If you blended that, it would basically all be shell. So I win.
I don't know if it's the worst.
Why?
It's certainly up there.
Well, who won what was the one that won?
A guy called Graham.
Ribs, wasn't it?
No.
No, that was in a small bowl.
Yeah. Now I can't remember. There's an actual name for it. This is a meal, but the way he described it was that weird intestine sausage that smells like shit. And I think
mine's worse because it would cut up your throat as well.
No, but I think like yours would be hard to palate and like swallow, but it depends on how well it's blended. But I think his also has the horrible stench behind it, which attacks you from both senses. You know, taste. Well, 3 senses: taste, feel, and scent.
But you are supposed to eat it.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah. But like, imagine you were drinking that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you brought it up, it went right up your nose and you make you gag. And
well, I still think I did.
Well, you're doing very well. Thank you for also playing the game. I was genuinely baffled when you were like, I don't understand what's going on. This is terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, you couldn't. I was so excited to share that with you. I was like, oh, it's good.
When I listened back to the podcast, I was like, okay, this makes more sense. Now that I've like semi-played it and then listened to it back, I was like, right, okay.
Yeah,
but I don't think it was explained.
And it, well, all right, okay,
very well.
Right, okay, fine. And the point was not to dwell on this too much, but you know, I appreciate you bringing it up. The point was, whoever lost the question on one day, i.e., had like the best thing to blend, for example, would then pick the question for the next day.
Yeah,
and then so on and so forth.
Yeah,
we were only in Germany for 3 days working, so well more than that, but like it only started with 3 days left, so we only got 3 questions. That's why I only asked you 3 questions. But thank you for getting involved.
There we go, sorted.
That's exciting. And also having it officially on record in the podcast, so there we go. It's been immortalised forevermore.
What?
Your...
that I said sorry?
Yeah. I was going to be a bit more sensitive about it, but yeah, the fact that you were wrong and you apologised.
I'm never wrong.
Anyway.
On to your trivia, darling.
Well, okay, nice. Now, I have 2 bits of trivia, but I'm only going to give you 1.
Oh, both Glasgow?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't bring the London side of things.
I just thought you might have gone off script.
No, never. I've got loads of trivia, but I had one written down in the show notes that I write after last week because it was semi-related to the trivia that you told me about the little trains.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, there's something kind of like that in Glasgow. I'm going to tell that next time. But I found out an even more fun fact that genuinely blew my mind that I think's more fun to share.
Hit me with your knowledge bombs.
Okay. So did you know that JFK, the president who was assassinated, for those that don't know, he delivered his very first political speech in Glasgow when he was 22.
Oh, wow.
And it was to soothe the fears, I'm reading off my phone here, that's why I'm not looking at you. It was to soothe the fears of the fellow Americans and Canadians after a passenger liner was torpedoed on its route from Glasgow to Montreal. It was during the war, naturally.
Right.
So a passenger liner was taking American troops back from Glasgow to Montreal, or Canadian troops, or a mix, or I don't know. A U-boat torpedoed it.
Right.
People survived, but obviously people didn't. They had to go back to the UK or Glasgow, and JFK was starting his political career. He was a plucky 22-year-old young fella, spat everywhere, and he delivered his first official political speech in Glasgow.
As like a senator or something?
I don't think he was. I think he was just getting into politics at that point. Or it was something. He was obviously in the political hierarchy somewhere, but he was nowhere near. Obviously, wasn't president at that time.
So then that's quite random for him to give that, isn't it? They just like, right, send that young guy over.
Well, I don't know why. It was him specifically. I should have read more about it, to be fair. But I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it was in a building on Sauchiehall Street.
Oh, we've been there.
I can't remember the name of it, but we have seen the building. It's the building. It looks like it's that hotel that is kind of Art Deco outside.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like that B&B we stayed in.
Yeah.
It was that weird place. We could chat about that another time.
Yep.
It was that building, and he gave a speech.
Oh, cool.
But it was not received favourably because, understandably, the Americans and Canadians were like, "What are you going to do about it?"
Yeah.
Like, come on, mate. But I thought that was quite nice.
Nice.
I thought that was a nice piece of history.
That's good trivia.
Thank you. Not as fun as your little train, in the sense of like, haha, trains.
Trains, yeah.
But fun for knowledge.
Yes.
And I'll save my second piece for another episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you it now. No.
Hold your cards. Cool. My trivia is just a little trivia, which I feel like I've known for a long time.
Okay.
I don't know if other people know it. I feel like I'm saying this about all of the London trivia though. So.
Fair.
So there are always at least 6 ravens in the Tower of London.
Oh.
If they leave, it is said that the tower and the monarchy will fall. So 7 ravens live at the tower currently. They always have one spare just in case, one decides to pop off. And then they've still got the 6. And everybody panics. The current ravens are called Jubilee, Harris, Grip, Rocky, Erin, Poppy and Melina. Just in case you wanted that extra detail.
So they're not wild. They live there. They're looked after.
Yeah, but I mean it's the Tower of London, so it's they could escape if they wanted to.
Really?
But I'm assuming they're well fed and looked after, and so they don't want to leave.
I would say so. If there's less than 6, then the monarchy will fall.
Yeah, and the tower.
Oh, I hope they leave.
I'm going to go look for some ravens.
I hope they all fly away and find a lovely home somewhere else.
As long as everybody in the tower is safe.
Naturally, yes. It was more of a symbolic gesture. But
Yes.
that is actually quite interesting. I had no idea.
Oh, okay, cool.
Not a clue. See, there's loads of wee bits like that, just all about random wee things and nooks and crannies and...
So many nooks and crannies.
Loads of them. And little creepy bits and stuff that would be like, oh, did you know this? And I'm like, hadn't a clue.
Didn't know what was going on.
No. Yeah, that's interesting. I enjoyed that.
Good.
That was nice. I feel like I'll tell that to other people now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, look, but I told your other fact to other people, so...
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, I was
exactly. Yeah, that was quite nice. I enjoyed that. Thanks, love.
there. No problem.
Nice.
Right. What have we been up to then? These last 2 weeks.
I couldn't remember what we've been up to,
No?
but then I wrote 5 points.
So you can remember?
Kinda, yeah. What have you been up to? What you start, go. I'm curious to see what you've got.
Well, I had a big night out again.
That's number 1 on my list.
Yep. It was a good night, good day, good night, good fun time out. And then the Sunday was not fun.
I feel like that Sunday was worse for you than the previous one.
Oh yeah, that's the worst I've had in a couple of years probably. Well, yeah, because I haven't drank for a year and a half properly. Yeah, that was very difficult. I was very much fragile on the Sunday. I think it comes down to 1, doing shots, and 2, not bringing a kebab home with me.
See, I'm surprised that you never brought stuff home. Because I think when we spoke about your night out in the previous episode,
Oh, it's so good.
I remember like hearing you come in and then just not coming to bed for ages, and then I woke up and there was kebab wrappers in the kitchen. I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But this time you did disappear for a little bit. I think you made some toast.
Yeah, out of potentially mouldy bread, and
Oh yeah,
it was toast and peanut butter, and it was so dry and just not what you want. When
you
you're...
didn't even butter on a plate. You just buttered it straight on the worktop. Because there was crumbs everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't know I'd left my evidence all around.
There was more evidence in kitchen at that point. But yeah, I wrote that because I thought it was quite fun. I was quite happy you went out and had a lovely time.
Yeah, it was a really good night, and it was a late one again, but it was a good celebration. Saw some old pals, celebrated my pal that's moving up to Glasgow, and saying bye to her and things. So yeah, it was really good. Had a fun time, but definitely paid for it on the Sunday. But I think we all were. There was a couple of text messages popping around, everybody saying, oh, I'm so terrible. Oh, I've only just got out of bed. Ah.
But that's the way it should be. You should have fun.
And you were delightful as always, and took point on the baby and let me sleep until about midday. And then went and got me food and snacks.
Where did I go?
Tesco. You got me pasta and
you
bought me crisps and drink, even though I told you I didn't want them. But you were right.
I am so
I wanted
nice.
them.
Yeah.
You are wonderful.
I am so lovely.
But I am also wonderful.
You're wonderful as well, my love. Me and the baby had a great time. She was a delight. We watched some... Can't remember what we watched, but we hung out for ages.
You watched Chasing Status and Stormzy's new song.
Oh yeah, she was digging that. Yeah, we were
raving out to.
We were head bottom to the old drum and bass, and she had a massive smile on her face. She had a lovely time. That was good.
She did. She seemed to really enjoy it.
She did. There's video evidence of it. Yeah, she had a great time. And then she had a little crawl about, and then she went down like a light, which was nice.
Good.
Yeah, I had a lovely time. Then I had a Popeyes. So that was my big night in.
Woohoo!
I was supposed to go to the night out.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be our first night out together in London.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done anything in London together yet without the baby.
Yeah.
But then the plans changed, didn't they?
The plans changed, and I was, to be honest, quite happy because I was quite tired. And I was thinking, yeah.
I could have a night to myself.
I could have a Popeyes, I could chill out, I could watch what I... Not that I don't get to watch what I want to, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can just watch what I want to watch and not worry about making conversation with people that I like.
Oh,
but
I thought you meant with me.
No. Be like, that way when you're like, I'm just too tired to make conversation.
Yeah.
So I was very happy.
Social battery is low.
I was really low.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was good. Yeah,
Good.
you just made me think. And I'm happy that you had a lovely time as well.
And we had a little lunch out before I went out as well, which was cute.
So
The
we
three of us
did.
went into town. Not into town like the city, into our little town.
Yeah.
Had a nice little lunch together, didn't we? And then you two popped me on the train.
That's right, because me and the baby were going to go for lunch on our own.
Yeah.
And then you tagged along in a wonderful way. Sorry.
Then my plans appeared to be later than I thought they were
Yeah.
going to be, so
Which was absolutely
came for
fine.
lunch instead.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was cute.
What else have you been up to?
Well, your mum came down.
I've got that. My mum came down. She visited us from Thursday to the Monday.
Yes.
Yes, because I was working on the Thursday. She came down as I finished work, and then I was off the Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you enjoy my mum being here?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't setting you up for a trap.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. But no, it's always nice when my mum comes down. She hasn't seen the baby in quite a while, just due to
She hasn't seen her for 3 months or so.
I say circumstances. She was supposed to come down in her originally allocated slot, and she only went and fell and injured herself, so she couldn't make it down. So yeah, it's been a little bit of time. And we were chatting, like the baby's obviously had a massive jump
Yeah.
from her perspective, but to us, she's just like, oh, that's the baby.
Yeah.
She does new things every so often, but it was actually quite mad.
But the last time your mum saw her, she was sitting up, but she wasn't moving around at all.
That's right, yeah.
And now she's crawling and standing and has teeth and more hair and everything.
And
So
screams, and she's very heavy.
very heavy,
Yep.
very vocal.
Very vocal indeed, yep. But yeah, that was quite nice. Very proud of my mum for making it to and from Euston all on her own.
That was impressive.
Just to give some context beforehand, she had no idea seemingly what a train was the last time she came down. Well, she knows what
Yeah.
a train is. She's from Glasgow, but like the way she was acting, she's like, oh, I don't know what's going on and I don't know what's happening.
Well,
I'm like,
London's like huge compared to
Yeah,
Glasgow,
but still,
isn't it?
like,
And tubes and trains.
I know,
and...
but like I understand it to an extent, but I feel like it was to the extreme.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the few times she's been down, I've went and got her. One time she came down with her partner, and they navigated themselves because I trusted Owen to do so. And then this time she assured me she was fine, and she ran through the plan many times vocally over the phone. I was like, right, okay, I'll be working. I'm not coming to get you. Here we go. And she turned up.
I was so shocked because she obviously told us that she was on the train from Glasgow. But then I think you had a chat with her, but I didn't know what was happening. And then you walked in and you're like, right, I'm going to get my mum from the station. And I was like, from our station? You're like, yeah, she's here. She'll be there in 10 minutes or something. I was like, what?
Yeah, because she texted to say, oh, I'm on the train, see you soon. And then I was following her train on the app, and I was like, oh, well, her train's here. I got in time. Hadn't heard from her for about 30 minutes. So in my mind, I was like, oh, she took ages to get off the train, and now she's settled, and now she's trying to figure out what to do. And she phoned me.
just stuck at you, Euston.
Yeah. And she phoned me. I was like, oh, here we go. And she went, I'll be 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, all right, okay, cool. That's lovely. And then she made it all the way back on her own. Well, I took her to our local station.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got the train, she got the tube, done everything.
Very impressive.
In semi-rush hour traffic on a Monday morning as well.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Wasn't as busy, but it was still quite busy. So yeah, very proud of my mother.
Well done, Linda.
Go Linda. She had a lovely time. But yeah, she was down. She paid for lunch, which was nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was good. Then we went to the Natural History Museum.
We did have a little wander.
We saw like a wing of it, or a section of it.
Yeah.
The baby went, obviously. We didn't just leave the baby. We went.
Well, the baby... Oh, no, we'll do it in the baby section.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. We went to the Natural History Museum, which was fun because we've been before, and it was good. I don't think it's really my mum's thing. Like, she didn't...
But it was the one that she picked.
I know, but I think, to her credit, I think she, or her defence, she was getting a wee bit mixed up.
Yeah.
In the sense of, like, she prefers...
History
Human
history.
Yeah, of like eras.
Yeah.
And Victorians and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, whereas obviously natural history and its name is a bit of a giveaway. But it was more, obviously dinosaurs and space and shit,
Yeah.
which I love. And we've been before and we had a lovely time.
When we went and saw the thing, and then she was like, "So where is the bit with the Tudors and stuff like that?"
Yeah,
and they
that
were like, "Oh,
It's not in this one.
that's not gonna happen."
Yeah. And I could kind of tell she was like, "All right, okay, that's fine." And that's why I said,
Yeah.
would you mind if we left?
Should we not bother walking around this whole thing?
Yeah, if you're like only half interested in it.
Yeah.
But it was fine. It was a nice day out.
Yeah, it was good.
And then what else? Was that the Saturday?
That was the Saturday.
Oh,
We had
yeah.
a roast on the Sunday.
Yeah, and because on the Friday we had a big lovely fish and chips.
Yeah.
Which was good. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, fish and chips, and then
We had 3 good meals.
we did have 3 good meals. The roast was delectable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got a bit mixed up with what I was going to say there. But no, we had a really lovely time.
Yeah.
It was
a
good.
good weekend.
We got our hooked on below deck,
Oh yeah.
which is wonderful. And yeah, it was nice. It was just nice seeing her. And it won't be long until we see her again.
No, it won't be.
Not really.
Hopefully.
Like, about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, mid-October.
We'll go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she'll be back down in November.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably see her December. And
That'll be that. Never see her again.
well, March we'll be up there. We've got quite a lot of plans.
We do have actually quite a lot of plans, and I just realised how tired I am. So
Oh no.
yeah.
Early night for you.
No, I meant in life.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm just always tired now.
You been up to anything else?
I don't think so.
No?
Have I?
I don't know how.
Oh, sorry. You said it as if you were like, no.
Oh no, I don't know. No, I'm genuinely asking. Do you have anything else you've been up to?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Have you?
I've got 2 little bits, but they're not massive.
Go
But
on.
I just thought I would mention them. I've actually got 3 little bits, but I just wrote down that we're going to Italy soon, but we can maybe chat about that in the next podcast because we'll be back in time.
Yeah.
But we'll be in Italy for the next 10 days, which will be nice.
I can't wait.
Be lush. But my little bits, I've wrote down here, given the fact that it drove the whole nation mad for a day. I got Oasis tickets.
Oh, yes.
I did.
Yes.
Well, I got an Oasis ticket.
Yeah. Singular.
And by singular, I mean genuinely on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited for it. It'll be nice.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
There was a group of 6 of us, and we all had many stations open, and we were in many different queues. And I was the only person to get one singular ticket.
Yeah, which is quite crazy considering
It is a bit mad considering how many
you had a little team going.
coordinated shifts and all that sort of thing. It was like a proper operation. So yeah, I was actually quite surprised that only one of us got one ticket. And it's not that I didn't buy all those tickets. I literally couldn't buy more than one ticket.
Yeah, that was all that was available.
I didn't just get in and go, oh, I'm in. See you later.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Screw the lot of you.
I think there was many single tickets, but there was no more than 2 or 1 together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm quite happy. And I thought, I'm going to buy it, because then if we get other tickets, then I can always sell my ticket easily. Or if I change my mind, I can sell it easily. For face value, I'm not a scumbag. Face value of
£7,000.
I was going to say 400, but 7,000 you reminded me, thank you. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was quite fun.
That is cool.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice. And the baby really likes Oasis, which is cool.
That is, yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
It's very funny how...
She seems to just jam with them.
Yeah, because naturally it's been on in the house a bit more than it normally has,
Yeah.
given the hype at the minute, and the baby just seems to really... We watched a documentary about them the other day, and we sat for ages until she got slightly bored, but she watched it, yeah, quite intently, I would say.
Yeah.
I've got one other little bit.
Yeah.
I'm technically, by definition, a RADA trained presenter.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So in my work, just like, I won't dwell on this too much, but I had such a good time on it, I wanted to mention it.
That's good.
I went for a training course, how to present with gravitas. Don't know why I need it, because I present with gravitas as it is, apparently. Genuinely, that's what people said in my work. Don't know why you're going on this, but it's fine. And it was conducted by RADA.
Did people in your work actually say you present with gravitas?
They didn't use the word gravitas,
Right,
but they
okay.
said,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Because I quite enjoy presenting.
Yeah, and
So,
you've got a gorgeous voice.
Got a gorgeous voice. That's what the man said. That's what the RADA... Not those words, but...
That man stepping on my compliments.
He had me reading Shakespeare. But to be fair, he did teach me quite a few things. He taught me how to loosen up a bit more.
Loosey goosey.
He kind of told me how to breathe a bit better. not in every day, but like like breathing techniques and exercises for getting prepped, and then how to relax a bit more, and then subsequently that should help you deliver a better presentation. Just a few different techniques, and it was a really, really fun, full-on day. It was only a day course, to be fair, but I didn't do a single bit of work that day. And yeah, I had a lovely time.
So then you did a presentation today, sort of. Did you use your newfound things?
I did.
Excellent.
So before it was fine anyway, because it was quite a big presentation, but it was with people that I'm comfortable with, so it was fine. So I went in and I'd done some stretches that you taught me how to do. I'd done some face and tongue massages and stretches to kind of loosen up your jaw and stuff a bit, so you can enunciate a bit better. And then I'd done this one as a joke. He said whenever you're presenting to people, you should ask them a question or tell them a fact to get their attention. At first. Get
involvement.
Yeah. So I'd done that in today's meeting, but then it was a very obvious one. I said, "Did you know that Oasis was formed in 1991?" Because Oasis was part of the presentation as part of a joke.
Right.
And they're like, "Why are you telling us this?" And I went, "Because I learned that in my presenting with Gravitas." And everyone was like, "Oh ho ho!" So I used it in a joking sense, but at the same time, it did also get their attention. Because I addressed it as such.
And you did use other points to...
I did do my stretches and my jaw massage and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I had a really lovely time.
Will you massage my jaw later?
I'll give it a go if you want. It's fine. Sure, why not?
Don't know, it sounds nice. I don't want anything to do with massages.
It's actually a bit sore, to be fair.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll teach you how to do it.
Okay.
If you want, but it's a bit sore. I never done it before this podcast, so I'm a bit stiff. That's fine. That's literally all I could think of for what I've been up to this past 2 weeks. I know the big night out was a big thing, and we've been working since, and my mum was a big part of that, obviously. So it's actually been quite a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
I've had a nice 2 weeks.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Been good.
Excellent.
And what has the baby been up to?
What has the baby been up to?
See, she always filters into what we've been up to as well, but...
Yeah, because whatever we do, the baby normally does.
Yeah, she's always here.
Oh, can I go back? I've just literally remembered something. Sorry to take the flow off. I know we discussed flow, and we had a really nice flow set.
Go for it.
I had a wonderful, absolutely delectable, almost perfect cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
It was incredible. It was genuinely incredible.
And he didn't bring one home for me.
I don't think it would have travelled well. I think it's one of these things that... Well, I think it would have, but I don't think it would have hit the same. It was one of these ones that you had to have enjoyed in person at the place. It was at a place called Chestnut Bakery in Belgravia, Victoria. No lying, I know they're very similar, but you can see Victoria Station from the window, like across the street. It was fantastic. It was warm. It was soft. It was spicy.
Icingy.
It was perfectly coated to the point where it was too much for the layman, but for connoisseurs like me, it was fantastic.
Well, amateur cinnamon bunner.
Yeah. I made a lovely TikTok on it. I make TikToks about cinnamon buns. Go
on, plug yourself. What's it called?
What is it called? Cinnamon chicken.
Yeah.
Because it's also about chicken burgers. And it was fantastic. The only reason that it wasn't perfect, 2 reasons it wasn't perfect, is because I haven't tried every cinnamon bun in the world. So nothing can really be perfect until I can definitively say I've tried everything, which will never happen. And it was quite expensive. It was $5 just for the bun.
And a third because it wasn't with me.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Like my whole trip cost me £9.50 and I only had a cinnamon bun and a coffee. So it was expensive. It's not your everyday cinnamon bun, but I just wanted to bring that up because it was genuinely fantastic. Chestnut Bakery. I would recommend it. Little plug.
Excellent.
Sorry, what's the baby been up to?
What has the baby
Apologies.
been up
She's
to?
not been having cinnamon buns.
She's not.
No.
I think she's been more chatty than usual.
Okay.
I don't know if it's also to do with your mum being here.
Okay.
Because there's just been more chat in the house. I think she was a bit more joining in with the conversations, sort of. She was initially quite surprised to see your mum.
She cried.
Had a little cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concerning for a split second.
Yeah, we were, oh God, is this going to be... Because she hasn't seen her for months and things like that. And obviously, I think anybody that doesn't see her, when you didn't see her for a week, you're like, oh, is she going to remember me, blah, blah. Obviously, your mum has the same sort of fears because she doesn't get to see her as much as she would like. Mm-hmm. And then she walked in the door and the baby started crying. And actively didn't like pick her up or sort of thing, like, it's okay, it's Granny Linda, we love Granny Linda, blah blah blah, and she was fine seconds later. And then your mum came in and sat down, and she was all over her.
Oh yeah, it was like a fleeting moment.
Yeah,
I put it down to like the two A's walking in, turning a big light on, kind of towering over her, and she was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, it was a big surprise from just me and her a second ago.
Yeah,
sat on the floor together to.
But yeah, as you said, as soon as my mum sat down, she was all over her.
Yeah,
and it was nice, and it was really sweet.
It was very sweet. They got on very well. They always get on well. But
yeah, but it was nice because like before, she didn't really do much to the baby. Mm-hmm. A little bit here and there. But now she's like properly active and
she can come to you when she wants to.
Yeah, she's mobile and she'll tell you what she wants. Well, she'll tell you something.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was quite nice. I enjoyed that.
And quite a few times over the 3 days that your mum was here, she would a lot of the time she would actively go up to her and sort of stand at her legs and want to be picked up and all that sort of stuff. So I hope your mum felt that she did really want her here.
Oh, she did.
It wasn't just a split. It wasn't a. Yeah.
No, the baby did, and I think my mum felt like that as well. I think my mum was quite happy with it, which is nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, it would have been a bit more regular, again, if she didn't fall over, which I was sympathetic about.
Sounds it.
No, I was, of course I was. But yeah, no, that was quite nice. I enjoyed that. It was nice to see them together.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
Do you want to know what I've written down for what the baby's been doing?
Yeah.
I've literally wrote one point and I wrote, she's been a bit funny.
She has been a bit funny.
Yeah. Not haha. Well, she has been haha funny, but generally she's just been a wee bit off kilter, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a teeth thing. It might be a heat thing. It might be, it's not that hot anymore, but
I don't think it's a heat thing. No, I think it is a teeth thing.
Yeah. So we can see little nubs coming in, can't we?
Yeah, her top teeth. She's got little bottom teeth, which I thought were going to be creepy, but they're really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the top teeth will be the same when they come in. And she's just been a wee bit moany, a wee bit needy. I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that at all, but more so than usual.
Yeah.
To the point where it's kind of like, oh, that's unexpected.
She just needs extra cuddles, and she's a bit sadder when we leave the room and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I love giving her cuddles. That's absolutely fine. But it's just the change. I'm like, oh, that's not right.
I think it's that whole thing of she can't actually tell us what's wrong.
Yeah.
Also, if it's teeth, there's nothing we can do about it because she's got to have teeth.
She doesn't know that we can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
Just like, I'm in pain. Please help me.
Yeah, and we do what we can, obviously. Like,
yeah.
we do try and help, but
she loves that teeth and gel.
Oh, so good.
Adores it, which is nice.
Then I used it today and it didn't work. So
okay.
Don't know.
But then you went on a big walk and you said she was fine.
Yeah, she was so happy after the walk. So maybe it's a stimulation thing as well.
It could be.
Yeah.
I've also just remembered, I can't remember if we mentioned this last time, we probably did, but she's wrecking the joint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Continually to do so. She was eating a book the other day, like a page out of the book. And today.
Yeah,
you'll see. She's pulling stuff off the shelves.
Well, she was eating our books, so I've now removed all of the adult books. By adult books, I mean cooking books and
all the porn
novels.
That we have. The copious amounts of porn.
Just in our living room for everyone to see.
Hardcover porn.
And I've replaced our books with her books. And most of her books are the thick, chunky cardboard books, except for one. And the one that isn't, she pulled off the shelf and just started eating, obviously.
I like that book as well. Yeah.
She's only taken, literally, you can see like the shape of her mouth that she's
really?
taken.
Is it quick yet? Okay, that's quite nice.
So she's taken a little bite out of one page and now it's been moved up a shelf.
I think it's quite sweet that you also put the bottom shelf just full of her toys.
Yeah.
So she can wreck that shelf if she wants because it's just all her stuff.
Well, it's cute because it was the first time today that it had her books on the second highest shelf and then her toys on the lowest shelf. And I put her down this morning and she ran over to the corner as she normally does and then she went, ah! She was like, guys, what are you all doing here?
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was very sweet. Where did you all come from?
That's actually quite sweet. I enjoyed that.
There was also something funny which I forgot to tell you today. She was having her dinner, which was tomato pasta with veggies and stuff involved, and she has a little high chair that sits on top of one of our dining chairs, all like strapped on and stuff. And she has a bucket bib, so her bib was tucked just underneath the table, and she decided to stretch backwards. But as she stretched backwards, obviously the bib got stuck and more tension, and then eventually popped. And it just flung up, hit her in the face with all of the bits of food that she had dropped in there. And then she just looked at me and she was like, what? She was just covered in pasta and tomato sauce.
Poor baby.
And it was very funny because some of the pasta even hit the back of the chair and dropped down behind her little high chair thing. And yeah, she looked absolutely stunned, and then she just started laughing because it was quite funny, and probably because I was laughing as well.
Well, do you know what? It serves her right because she gets me covered in fucking food.
And she was trying to literally bend all the way over backwards so that she could see the back of the chair or whatever she was doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, it was funny.
That's quite sweet. I enjoy that.
It's quite sweet.
Has she been doing anything else? 'Cause I've literally just watched she's been a bit funny. I can't remember.
I think that's about it. Yeah, we haven't had any. I mean, we said that she was obviously travelling along the side of things.
She's travelling quite well still.
Yeah, she's done a couple more
quite comfortably
standings where she's taken her hands off everything for a few seconds. But no walking or long standings.
Yeah. Hopefully soon.
Yeah. Maybe in Italy.
I just remembered yesterday when, after my mum left and I could get back in the spare room and I was working, and then I was looking after her for a bit, and she was in the bouncer, and she was just going mental, like hysterically funny, trying to escape and all that, and she's like,
and climbing up the back of her.
And she was crawling out, and as soon as I put her down, she was right over at the shelves and grabbing stuff, and I thought that was very sweet and very funny.
It was very funny, because I heard you two having a laugh and her doing her running away kind of laugh.
Yeah.
And then I came into the room and she was facing the wrong way in the bouncer, climbing up the bouncer, trying to get over the top of it, and you were just holding on, red-faced from laughing so much, and just I don't know what to do.
I genuinely got the impression she knew what she was doing.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, this is hilarious, I'm gonna, yep. Because I was trying to be serious in the sense no, you need to be careful, but it was so funny, so I was laughing, so she was laughing. And then she was twisting more and she was trying to pull herself away and I couldn't get off the chair and I was grabbing her sides and I was like, no.
No.
And then she got on the floor and she ran away. And it was very sweet.
It's so funny. I do like it when she runs away. I think it's funny.
It is quite funny, isn't it? I enjoy it.
I feel like it's one of those things where you shouldn't laugh too much because you don't want to encourage it, but it is really funny.
Yeah, it's kind of like when we're trying to tell her no. We're trying to teach her no. She still has no idea. Or she does and she's playing it very good. But I tell her no, then I just laugh.
Yeah.
She laughs at me. And I'm like, that's really funny. And I'm like, no. I'm telling myself no.
No.
You can't do that because then she'll not understand what no means.
Samuel, stop laughing to yourself.
But her baby's very funny.
She is very funny.
Yes.
Right, so we'll do my little tidbits. Is that all you got for the baby?
Yeah, I've got nothing else about the baby.
Cool.
She's still cool. I like her.
She's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got one little thing.
Oh.
Not about the baby, sorry. Tidbits, but not the tidbits that blah, blah, blah.
So pre-tidbits?
Pre-tidbits.
Okay.
Where's my bloody sandwich?
Oh, fuck. I can't remember the sandwich. What sandwich was it?
So episode 5.
Oh, you went back, haven't you? Got receipts.
Sam, we were talking about the pesto mustard sandwich you made, mozzarella thingy, which was lovely, if not very mustardy.
It was lovely.
It was good. It was just very much.
Thank you for leading with that.
You said your skull vibrated.
Yeah, but it was so nice.
It was good. Yeah. But whilst we were talking about that, you said, I've got another sandwich that I want to make for you. Still haven't had the sandwich.
I think I remember which sandwich it is.
Can I have it soon?
Well, probably not this week because we're quite busy.
Okay.
And we'll get planned.
When we're back from Italy?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably not the day of.
No.
But maybe the day after.
Okay, so maybe before the next podcast.
Maybe. I'm not promising it, but maybe. And do you know what? I will make a promise. If it's not for the next podcast, it will be for the following.
Okay,
I
excellent.
promise you that. I would like to caveat here right now in episode 8 that I've never made this sandwich before.
Is it made with ingredients that you haven't used before?
No, I've used the ingredients separately for different things. Mm-hmm. And I read about this sandwich on Reddit. And I made a slight version of it, but the full experience that I've got in my mind, I've never made.
Okay.
So it could go horribly wrong. But on paper, when I do that thing, we're like, it's delicious.
I'm excited.
And
I think it'll be great.
I think it will be great. And it only has 4 or 5 ingredients, including the bread and stuff.
Cool.
So yes, that's my promise to you, my love.
Thank
if
you.
Not by next podcast, the podcast after. So you can hold me to that.
Accountable.
You can hold me accountable. Mm-hmm. So yes, thank you for the reminder.
Excellent.
I suppose.
Glad I got that little bit in then.
Lovely.
Okay. So here's my little tidbits. Polly's tidbits. Just little funny things that I found around. The first one is about St Albans. Do you know St Albans?
I'm aware of St Albans, yes. I've been many a times.
It was just a funny tweet that I found.
Okay. About St Albans.
So, he wrote, I'm on a train and the driver just announced that he forgot to stop at St Albans and is very sorry to anyone that wanted to get off the train there and that the next stop would be St Pancras. That's entirely on me, he added.
That is quite fun.
Yes, that would be entirely on you as the train driver.
Yeah. I'm just imagining, he must have been like daydreaming, just like, and then going, oh fuck.
And I kind of like, I don't know why, because obviously it makes so much sense, but I didn't think that the train drivers actually stopped the trains at the stops.
It's not automatic.
Yeah.
Why would they need the drivers if it's automatic?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, St Albans is miles away from St Pancras.
Yeah.
So it must have been a long train, like potentially like a Glasgow to London
An
or
Avanti.
Yeah, exactly. So somebody that was supposed to get off in St Albans is now in central London, having to try and get back out to bloody somewhere north of London.
That's on me.
Yeah, that's on me.
Can I interrupt your flow slightly?
Yeah.
Because you just made me think of something that I read today, speaking
Okay.
about trains. I suppose it should fall under the fun a little bit, but it's not very fun.
Oh.
Well, it's fun for me and you, but it's not fun for the people involved. No one died.
Good.
But speaking of Avanti, I read today that Avanti said sorry because they didn't take them captive, but people were stuck on a train overnight for 12 hours in Edinburgh.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
because they were in between stops,
Right.
and then another train broke down in front of them, so they had to stop, and I don't think they could go back, and it just took ages to clear.
Wow.
So they were stuck in between like Edinburgh and Lockerbie or something.
Oh, God.
Run about there.
For 12 hours.
12 overnight for 12 hours. Imagine I was coming back down after the weekend and I got, right, I'm on the train, and I got, actually no, I'm stuck here. My train's been delayed for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then I've still got the whole journey to go, assuming it was going to London. It could have just been going to Lockerbie, which is still far, but not that far. I thought that was mad. I complain about being 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
Those people were half a day late.
I hope they gave them food and drinks and snacks and
I
stuff.
assume they did what they could, but
Yeah.
they said sorry at least. So
Well, at least they said sorry, I guess.
I do have more fun tidbits, but sorry, back to your tidbits. No, I wasn't just saying I've got like morbid stuff. Not morbid, but train stuff.
Okay, so the next one is more of a discussion point
Oh,
for you and I.
I'm interested.
So, thoughts. Who
Okay.
is right?
Okay.
We've sort of had discussions about this before, but
Yeah, okay.
for the podcast.
Yeah.
So, my husband works and I'm a stay-at-home mum.
Mm-hmm.
He is the most unselfish person I know. I handle all the finances and he has never said or acted like it was his money. It's always our money. Anyway, he is upset with me because he found out that I had a bank account he knew nothing about. I've been making money online and keeping it from him. He says that his problem is not that I've been making money online, but that I've kept it from him in the event of a divorce someday. He said that women keeping a stash of hidden money in case the marriage fails is like a man keeping a side chick in case the marriage fails. And we both need to be all in or nothing. My mum raised me to have a secret stash that my husband doesn't know about. Is this wrong? Is my husband right?
I've got a few trains of thoughts on this one.
Yeah. I'm assuming they're going to be quite similar to my trains of thought as
I
well.
hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, right. All for people making their own money.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. Not a problem. I think it's polite in their circumstance to tell the other person about it.
Yeah.
If he, based on what she's saying, is the sole breadwinner, but it is the house's money, not his money that he gives her.
Yeah.
If it's like their money, do what you want with it, that sort of thing. And she's like, oh, I'm actually making my own money on the side, but I'm not telling you about it. I think that's a wee bit funny, personally.
I think there's no issue with her putting money into her own account.
No, not at all.
For whatever might happen in the future.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
But
I think
it's the secrecy.
Yeah, I think it's quite. I don't know if telling's a word for it, but like, if she is keeping a secret sum of money in case they get divorced or whatever, to me that kind of seems like she's expecting it.
Yeah.
To an extent, not like, oh, we're getting divorced, but she's like, I don't know.
I think because she obviously doesn't have an income like he has an income. I think it's a clever thing to do for her to be having her own money on the side.
Yeah, for sure.
That he can't access.
Yeah, it's her money. She made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I don't think it should be hidden.
I
think it's strange that she's been working and he doesn't know that she's been working.
Because if it was you and I, well, I feel like we tell each other everything.
I think we're both very aware of each other's finances, but we have joint and separate finances.
I think that's the best way to do it, to be fair, because then you have your house and your bills are covered. Whatever else you've got, do what you want because you've earned that money. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I think it is a secrecy.
Yeah.
It's different if... It's different...
Because I think it's the same as...
She doesn't need to tell him how much it is
No.
or whatever. Just like, oh, by the way, I've been doing this as a hustle or site whatever. Putting it away for a rainy day.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, it doesn't have to be if we get divorced, I can run away.
A divorce pot.
But like, she is also in a vulnerable situation where she's not earning any money.
Yeah.
And
I get that
she
as
could
well.
Get trapped and stuck and things like that.
No, completely. I get that as well, for sure. 100%. I think it's just a secrecy. Because if it is like a decent person, and I know everyone's a decent person, I don't mean her, like her husband.
Yeah.
And in this case, he seems like he's a very decent person. Then you shouldn't need to keep it secret, because then you shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn.
I see what you mean. Yeah, like if she's worried about it.
If he was like slightly abusive or horrible or didn't pull his weight, and she's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, fair. I get yourself out of there.
But then I think it's similar to if you were in a lot of debt, I would expect you to tell me.
Yeah.
Because in the fact that we own a home together or whatever sort of way,
yes,
we are linked. So I would expect to know if you were in a horrible amount of debt that could end up affecting me.
Completely agree. I don't agree with what he said that her keeping money is like him keeping a side chick.
No, that is a bad phrase to be throwing around.
I think it's kind of flew back in the opposite way. I'm like, no, I get what you're trying to say, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
No.
Keeping a person on the side, whether you are actually having an affair or not, is the same thing.
It's still cheating.
Yes, it's the same thing. You're keeping them there in case you need them. Mm-hmm. So you have every intention of doing that.
And obviously that's a big secret, and he thinks this is a big secret. Yes. But no, different.
It's not the same. But I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's fine to keep your own savings and
make as much money as you want and keep as much money as you want. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, and if they've got agreement with how the house is split, then that's all good.
For sure. 100%.
And then my last little tidbit is just something that I thought was quite cool and quite sweet, and it would be quite fun if we could implement it somehow, but it might be quite difficult.
Okay.
So another tweet. My wife and I have started connecting to the house speaker when we get home and playing an intro song before we walk in.
Okay.
It's one of my favourite things we've ever done. My son goes crazy when he hears the first few beats of one of our songs.
Oh, that's quite nice. I like that.
So it's like you hear like do 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 do, and you know that Dad's coming in the door. It's like
Oh, that's quite sick.
And then you get to do an entrance like
Oh, how could you do that?
Like I think we could do it, but we need some.
You need to do it through like Alexa or something.
Yeah.
But like, because sometimes when you're in here playing music with the baby, like I can't listen to it because it's my Spotify that's hooked up to the Alexa. So obviously, and then I could change it from my laptop. I can do that.
So you could do that. If we're in here and you're in the office, you could change it, put your intro song on, and then come walking in from the office.
But I don't know if you need to be listening to it first.
Yeah.
I don't think I can just magically connect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it does need to be more like a Bluetooth speaker, so that when you get in range, you can connect and play.
Which that technically is, but I don't know what the range is on it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out because that's quite a fun idea.
Isn't it so fun?
Well, I've got that spare mini Alexa we could just put at the front door maybe.
But I don't know what my intro song would be.
Well, we don't need to
Couldn't even come up with a bloody catchphrase. How am I going to get an intro song?
That's true, to be fair. Well, do you know what? We'll put a pin in that until you're ready for it.
Okay.
And the baby might not appreciate it at the minute.
Yeah, so I got a year or two to...
Yeah, until she's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, Mum, song on! Woo!
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's quite sweet. I like that.
Cute, right?
Okay, cool.
Right, over to you, my love.
My fun little tidbits is just a fun little game.
Yes.
And it's the same game as last week because I thought it was quite fun. But it's
We're talking food game.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's a different category.
Okay.
And I think we should do this until we're bored of it.
I thought you meant tonight until we're bored.
No.
I was like, I'm not going to stay for hours on end.
Rank these 200 things in order. No.
I've lost count, I don't know.
No, I think we should do this because it's quite fun and it may be a nice staple or a variation thereof.
And I've got one for you.
Nice.
After.
Until we're bored of it.
Yeah, I like it.
But again, it doesn't need to be food. It could be anything in the world. It could be
Yes.
TV shows. It could be places you've visited. Colours. Anything. But it just so happens 2 weeks in a row it's been food.
I mean, we like food.
Yeah, I think so. So last week, as a reminder for folk, I can't remember the actual order you put it in, but the food items were just random. There were garlic bread, sushi, cheeseburger, fajitas, and a Sunday roast. I've narrowed it down to a singular cuisine
Okay.
this month or this week.
Are we still doing 5?
Yeah, 5. I think
Okay.
5's a nice number.
Yeah.
So for those that haven't listened before, this game is, I stole it off TikTok, if I'm honest. I'm going to give Polly 5 items in order, and she needs to rank them 1 through 5 without knowing what the next item is.
It's weird hearing you say my name.
I know I don't really see your name that often.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange. Because I just call you my love or something. But yeah, it's a bit strange. But 1 through 5 in order without knowing what the next one is, and you can't change a ranking once you've ranked it.
Yeah.
There's no consequences to this, but you could put something silly at number 1 and then your street cred's ruined. So there is consequences, to be fair.
Street cred.
Yeah. And this week it could be ruined with the Mexicans because we're doing Mexican food.
Right, okay.
Not just in general. We don't have any Mexican listeners at the minute, so
Well, maybe after this.
maybe
we will.
after this, maybe
Yep.
some buzzwords and SEO will be in there, which will be nice. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through these. There's no rhyme, no reason to the order that I'm giving you them in.
Yep.
It's literally just what I thought of at the top of my head. You ready?
Ready.
First one, risotto.
Oh. Oh. I didn't think that was a Mexican dish.
Italian, sorry. Sorry, nothing to do with Mexico. I read the top one, which I'll tell you later on, and my mind went, oh, that's Mexican. It's not. So your street cred won't be ruined by the Mexicans. We won't have any Mexican listeners next month.
Okay.
Italians.
I mean, hopefully we still want the Mexican.
Oh, no, that'd be
listeners.
great.
Yeah.
We do have Italian listeners.
Okay, cool.
Or one person from Italy.
Right, Italian foods.
Sorry, Italian, and that's why I done it, because we're going to Italy soon.
Makes sense.
Stupid. Right,
Yeah.
anyway, sorry. Number 1 is still risotto. Number 2 is fajitas. Not number 1. Number 1's risotto.
Right, risotto. Any kind of risotto I like.
Your favourite risotto?
Okay.
Yeah, risotto.
Oh, it's very comforting.
It is. It's creamy. It hits when it needs to hit.
I'm
It
gonna
can
go 2.
2? Mm-hmm. Surprising.
Oh God, no, because it's Italy. There could be so many good things.
It's quite.
Is it just Italian food generally? It's not like Italian mains.
Well, I've not just generalised it as pasta. Put it that way. Like, I'm not going to be like pasta because there's like a million different pastas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, it's going down to 3.
3.
Yeah.
That's respectable. I think I would do it 3 as well, based
Okay.
on my list. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Next one, a cannoli.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I know that you've got a tiramisu on there somewhere, I reckon.
Do I?
Or have you? Hi.
Maybe I forgot about tiramisu until you just mentioned it. Maybe I haven't.
That seemed very sincere. I'm going to go cannoli 4.
Okay.
I like them, but I haven't had them as much as I've had other Italian things, so that probably says something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So risotto 3, cannoli number 4.
I'm doing it again where I'm not placing anything at last, and yeah, okay,
Yeah.
carry on.
Number 3, I have generalised this one a bit. Pizza.
Just my favourite pizza.
Just your favourite pizza in the world.
2.
Pretty solid, okay.
No, because now we've got pizza. We're going to have pasta and tiramisu, aren't we? And they should both be at the top.
I don't know, maybe.
Go on.
Number 4. So pizza 2, risotto 3, cannoli 4. The fourth item here is gelato.
Oh,
Proper Italian creamy gelato.
Italian.
Was it risotto?
What's the last one?
I'm not telling you. No.
It's definitely not worse than risotto.
I will tell you that you like the last one.
Yeah.
Whether you love it.
We haven't done a pasta yet, so it's probably a pasta.
Maybe I've just forgot about all pastas.
Oh, is it carbonara? I love carbonara.
Maybe I forgot about carbonara.
Okay, ice cream's number 5.
You hate ice cream?
I don't hate it.
You
I
just-
love you, ice cream. Please don't leave me.
All of our ice cream listeners have just fell off. Terrible. Okay, pizza 2, risotto 3, cannoli 4, gelato, ice cream 5. The last one, which is number 1, your favourite meal of all time, is lasagna.
Okay. I do like a lasagna.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you don't. It's not your favourite pasta.
No.
See, there was no tiramisu.
No tiramisu
'Cause I
and no
did forgot about it.
carbonara. Yeah.
I forgot about carbonara as well. Because before we started, I googled Italian food and I took the top 5.
Fair.
Because I knew I
Okay.
wanted to do Italian food, but I wanted to see a list because I couldn't remember, even though there's millions of Italian dishes. So there we go. That's your top 5. You've got lasagna, you've got pizza, you've got risotto, cannolis, and then gelato.
I feel like it's throwing off because it's desserts and mains.
See, it could be like that. It's not always going to be... It might be all desserts one week. It might be all...
But in my life, it's very unlikely that I would have a main and not a dessert.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it's all they get put together.
They don't know.
No,
Not in this
not
game.
in your life.
Are you happy with your list?
No,
Why?
I don't know.
How would you rank it if now that you know them all?
To be fair, I think it would stay quite similar.
It's not far off from
Yeah.
what I thought, to be fair.
Yeah.
I thought gelato would be higher.
Yeah. I think that would be the only difference.
What would you swap it with?
I think gelato in third and shift the others down.
Okay, do you know what? That's
yeah.
fair. And do you know what? That's the order that I've written them in. Lasagna, pizza, gelato, risotto, cannoli.
Nice.
That's the end of my game. That's the end of my fun little bits. Did you enjoy it? Is it still fun?
I love your fun little bits.
Is it still fun?
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll do another one next week.
You're well fun.
Wonderful.
Right, now, same for you.
Excellent.
Again, 5 things.
Yep, here we go.
But Scottish foods.
I knew it was going to be Scottish foods. Okay. Okay,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So,
I understand the rules of the game.
perfect. I would hope so, seeing as you introduced the game.
Yep.
Your first food is haggis.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you my mindset on this before
Right.
I give you any answers. I know that I'm going to love everything on here. Fairly confident that I'll love everything on here.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think, my mind's racing of all the things that you've probably got on there.
Right.
Haggis, Iron Brew, Pizza Crunch, all that sort of stuff. So I'm thinking, what would I eat more often?
Right.
What would I have over others, obviously? If I was going for dinner with you, what would I eat more often than not?
Right.
Whether it's a fancy dinner or a takeaway. That's my mindset.
Okay.
So for haggis, I'm going to put it at number 3
Okay.
because I love haggis. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's good with breakfast. It's good with dinner.
it is.
Very versatile. I would have, based on my educated assumptions, have other things above that. So number 3 for haggis is me.
Number 3 for haggis.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Number 2, shortbread.
Number 4.
Oh,
I love
fast.
shortbread, but you can get really poor shortbread.
No, it's like the best you like. Whatever you want of shortbread.
Still number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3, tatty scone.
Oh, that's bold.
For anybody that doesn't know, a tatty scone is like a potato cake.
Do you know what it is?
Well, it's a potato cake, like
Kinda,
a
it's it.
flattened fried potato
It's
thing.
potato and flour mixed and then fried flat.
There you go.
See, I would eat potato scones more than shortbread, so that's a bit upsetting.
So we've got haggis at 3, shortbread at 4.
See, haggis goes really well with shortbread. Tatty scones. I'm going to put them in number 2, tatty scones, because I could eat a plate of them on my own.
Yeah, you do love a tatty scone.
I love a tatty scone.
Okay.
I remember the first
But not
time
number 1. Not that much love for
No,
them.
I remember the first time I truly appreciated tatty scones. I had about 2 packets on the trot.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, it was a lot, but it was good.
Your mouth must have been so dry after all the salt.
I had copious amounts of iron brew.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Number 4, macaroni pie. So you've done exactly what I do.
I've done exactly what you've done. Yeah.
You've got worst and best left.
Number 5 out of those options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I love a macaroni pie.
Macaroni pie being short crust pastry.
Yeah, like a round short crust pie with macaroni cheese in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah. Ready for number 5?
I am.
Number 5 is an Empire biscuit.
Oh, okay.
Which I've just realised is also shortbread, isn't it?
Nah,
Sort
kinda. It's a bit different. That's my number 1. I'm not upset by that.
Okay.
I'm surprised there's a few omissions in there.
Well, I only had 5, and I thought I would try and throw you off a bit. And
You've thrown me off, to be fair, because in my mind I thought you were going to put Pizza Crunch there, and I was going to put that number 1. My number 1 and 2 before you even told me them was Pizza Crunch Iron Brew.
I just know the Scottish foods. These are my numbers.
Some of them did catch me off guard a little bit, but I'm. Do you know what? I'm happy with my list.
Yeah.
I am. It's not the way I would fully set it, but I am happy with it.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I enjoyed that. That was good fun. It's weird being on this side of the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is hard.
And
Yeah.
I know, there's no consequences, but you just feel like it's all going wrong.
Well, all my street cred up the road is now destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll make sure that we get extra Scottish listeners this week,
Yep.
just so that we can dwindle your street cred.
Would you like to know how I would rank those?
Yes.
Number 1 would be tatty scones. Number 2 would be macaroni pies.
Right.
I would shift haggis down to 4. Number 3, Empire biscuits would take its spot.
Right.
And then shortbread would go down to 5.
Nice. Would you like to describe an Empire biscuit for the listeners?
Empire, you get them down here, do you not?
No.
Do you not? Well, I suppose
I've only ever had one with you.
I suppose you've never seen them in the shop.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of like 2 round thin shortbready biscuits, kind of. They're a bit more. They're slightly different. It's a slightly different recipe, but they're similar tasting and structure. In between it is a thin but delicious layer of jam.
Yeah.
So it's like a little sandwich. On the top is a lovely sugary bit of icing. Covers the whole top. It's lovely. And then on the top, there's 2 versions of it. One of them is blasphemy. One of them is a way to do it. People that put cherries on top, wrongins.
Like glacier cherries.
Yes,
Yeah.
wrongins. Awful. The way to have them is having a lovely little midget gem. Or
Jelly
not-
tot.
Yeah, jelly tot, not a midget gem, sorry. A jelly tot. And you start... Well, I used to take the jelly tot off whilst I ate the biscuit, but I've changed my ways as I've got older. So I eat the perimeter down and down until the last bite is everything.
I love eating the perimeter or something. I genuinely do.
No, I know you do. Until the last bite is jelly tot, icing, biscuit, jam, biscuit.
Yeah.
They're good, aren't they?
I was going to say there's a trifecta, but it's more of a
Quinfecta?
quinfecta.
Yeah. They're good, aren't they?
They're lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only ever had them up the road, and I've only had them maybe twice up the road.
So you've only had and they're still nice, you've only had
Supermarket versions, yeah.
Yeah, and they're good because they're cheap and they're delicious. But a proper one from a bakery or the shop in Angel, they do them. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Need to get me some more of them.
Unbelievable.
Right, last little bit.
Oh, I thought that was it.
No, I've just got one little game for you.
Oh, I'm very excited, genuinely.
Oh, so excited. Sort of like what you did with me a couple of weeks, maybe even a month ago now, of new age slang, what the kids are saying.
Did I do this with you or did you do this with me?
You did it with me, remember?
Oh, I did. That's right. Yeah.
And
Sorry, that's right. Yeah.
Sally C's and all that stuff. Sally C.
Sally C's?
It was salad cream.
Oh, aye, right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Scottish stuff, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, so this is, again, not been verified. Didn't talk to the kids about it. Just seen it on stuff.
Could all be nonsense.
Don't know which kids I would talk to about
No,
it.
that's fair.
So It's titled Slang Words My Daughter Taught Me.
Okay.
So it depends if this kid knows what she's talking about or not, really.
Okay.
So what does Sigma mean for the kids?
Oh, is it kind of like alpha type of thing? Oh, that's sick. You're Sigma.
Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that. I'm down.
Skibidi.
That's good as well. Is it?
Bad, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's like Skibidi toilet or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where do you know this from?
It's like a daft video
Oh.
thing. Yeah. I thought, well, I didn't know it meant bad.
Apparently it means bad.
Oh, okay.
Delulu.
Delusional?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit mental?
He's so delulu.
Oh, okay.
Riz.
Oh, you've got like the charm, the swag.
See, this is what I thought. She's written it down as romantic,
Oh.
which to me is no. I don't know if this is potentially it's an American versus England thing or whatever.
Maybe we've picked it up wrong because I thought it was like, oh, he's got the riz. He's going to riz her up.
Yeah,
sort of
and
thing.
from watching Love Island and such things,
Of course.
that I think that is what's right
Yeah.
for our context.
Do you know what? Love Island's the de facto.
Yeah,
It's
I mean it
final
kind of is.
Yeah.
It's where everybody gets their stuff
Oh,
from.
agreed.
Cap.
Lie.
Not
No cap.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you capping man.
Is that what you're saying?
Cap. Kiss my teeth.
What, so you say, if I thought you were lying, I would say cap.
Yeah.
Right.
You just say the word cap.
And if I thought you weren't lying, I would say no cap.
No, I don't think you do it like that. I think
Right.
if I was, say, trust me, I'd go, oh, and this hat, I'm no cap.
Right, I see.
I'm not delivering it well. That's
Okay.
not my language.
Clearly.
But like, if I thought you were talking shit, I'd go, oh, cap.
Yeah, okay.
I've never said that in a genuine sentence before. So,
No.
No.
Okay, so this one, goat.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wrote greatest ever.
I mean, it's the same
It's
thing.
the same sort of thing, but yeah, use the letters provided.
Yeah, exactly.
Gaiat.
Oh, ass.
Oh, you got that one quickly.
Yeah. You've got a gat. I don't think it's guy. I think it's gat.
Yeah.
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 I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Why'd you know that one?
Because remember I showed you that short and it was that guy that plays Call of Duty, but he puts the child voice.
Oh, yeah.
And you got, my math teacher's got a gat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
What about Moggin?
Oh, no, I don't know that. Dirty?
See, that's what I would think, like minging
Yeah.
kind of thing. Moggin apparently looks better than someone else.
Oh.
So
But
I'd be
you
like,
would-
oh,
you would
you're
just-
Moggin from him or whatever.
Is that the sentence?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, I'm just asking.
I don't know how to use it in a sentence.
We're not very good at this, are we? You're
We're
asking
so old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a bit of a weird word.
Yeah,
to
that's a
say.
bit strange, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, you're Morgan. Don't worry, you're Morgan.
Yeah, okay.
Pookie,
Cute.
someone you love.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Because I've heard like Pookie Bear. Is that a thing?
Right, yeah, okay.
Okay, right, okay.
Better than sow meat again.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, nice. All right.
And then this is, to me, just blatantly obvious. Sus.
Suspect.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
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 Cool. That's all I've got.
Did I know more than you thought?
You did very well.
Yep.
You are much more down with the kids than I expected.
It's my job to be down with the kids.
I guess you are a social media man, aren't you?
I need to understand memes and stuff.
Memes and stuff.
I don't understand half the time,
No.
but some of the time I understand.
And then when you don't, you do intense research.
I do intense research, thank you. And yeah.
Yeah. And look, it pays off.
No cap, my guy. Skibidi.
Mm.
Is that fun?
So fun.
Is that fun? It was good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
slay, it's given.
Oh, mate, I can't wait until the baby's old enough and you can do all this and she's going to be like, no! Stop it, you're so embarrassing.
Pick her up with her friends. I got my guys, how's it going? So no
Skibidi date at school.
So, no cap the other day.
Yeah,
Nice.
it'll be great. I can't wait.
I don't have anything else to talk about.
Me neither.
Are we finished?
All finished.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure as always.
Once again, please do send us messages.
Yeah,
DM us.
the lot.
Follow us.
Mm-hmm.
Tweet us.
Mm-hmm. What else? Quick.
Like, rate, subscribe.
Leave us a lovely rating on Spotify if you wish. We got
Please
another
do.
rating between recording and 5 minutes before.
Yep.
Yep. So, yep. Or any time between, because I have no idea. So, yeah, if you like what you're hearing, feel free to leave us a little rating. It really helps us out, and it's good fun, and it's immediate gratification.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
And it
is
would be
sick.
lovely to hear from some of you so that we know you're real.
We know you're listening, Singaporeans.
The Singaporeans, the Italians, the Spanish.
Yep. The Australians, we know you're there. Mm-hmm. So,
Some
It'd be
Americans.
it's quite nice to hear from you. Sorry
It
to
would
come
be
across.
lovely to.
Sorry to come across so aggressive. But yeah, follow us across the board. Again, there's a lovely little link wherever you're listening to this with all of our fun links, both for the podcast and individually. So feel free to drop us a like and follow and all that good stuff. Whatever you do on social media nowadays, I should know this, but the language is all over the place. Thanks for chatting with me, love.
Thanks for chatting with me.
It's been good fun. Next time we're back, we will have had a lovely holiday in
We
Italy, hopefully.
Let's hope it's lovely.
Yep. So we'll have lots to talk about.
The last one wasn't so lovely, so we're hoping to top it.
Yeah. I think that's.
We'll tell you that story
I
next
think
time.
the bar's at the floor, so surely.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be easy enough to do that. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks, 13 days. Sorry, because we're late this week. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a lovely time.
We'll see you there.
That's the pod. Bye, everyone.
Bye.